I wasn't planning on staying up that late. Honestly, I had an 8 a.m. lecture the next morning, but my sleep schedule was already a mess. You know how it is. 1 minute you're watching Netflix with your laptop on your stomach. The next minute you're 3 hours deep into TikTok watching people try some weird ghost call challenge at 3:33 a.m. I saw this one where a girl FaceTimed a random number and started crying mid-call. Another guy claimed someone picked up and copied everything he did in real time. It was so creepy and honestly intriguing. I screenshotted the trend and texted my friend Mason like, LMAO, should I do this tonight? He replied, do it, you won't. So I did. I mean, what was the worst that could happen? I waited until 3:30, had my AirPods in, lights off, room quiet, just the soft buzz of my fan in the background. I opened FaceTime, typed in a random 10-digit number, and screen recorded just like they did in the videos. When I hit call, it didn't ring. No dial tone, no delay. The screen just connected. At first, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. Then slowly, something started to fade in. A bedroom, but not just any bedroom. It was mine. Same wall posters, same IKEA lamp that leans weird because I broke the screw. Even the hoodie I threw on the chair, it was there. But then, something felt off. There was someone standing by my door, not moving, just standing, back turned, head tilted slightly like they were listening. I spun around. My door was shut, no one there. But when I looked back at the screen, they had turned, and it was me, but paler, eyes swollen like I hadn't slept in days, and my mouth was stitched shut. Tears streamed down my face, silent, steady, like that version of me had been crying for a long, long time. Then static. I just sat there, heart pounding, trying to process what I'd seen. Then suddenly, the FaceTime screen popped up again. Incoming call, same number. I didn't answer. Let it ring. Twice. 3 times. It stopped. I sat frozen, trying to rationalize it. Maybe it was a creepy filter. Maybe someone hacked my phone. But who would go through that much effort to mess with some random person trying a TikTok trend? And then my phone buzzed again. A text from Mason. Bro, did you just call me? I answered and I swear, I saw you standing in my hallway. Chills ran down my spine. I hadn't called Mason. I checked my call log. Nothing. No history. And the number I dialed earlier didn't exist anymore. The next day, I couldn't shake it. Every time I looked in the mirror, I felt like my reflection was lagging. Not super obvious. Just enough to make you question your sanity. Even my dog wouldn't come into my room that night. He just stood at the doorway, growling softly. I texted Mason again, told him everything. He FaceTimed me immediately and said, okay, this is gonna sound insane, but I checked my security cam footage and there was someone standing outside my door last night, looked just like you. Like, exactly like you. He sent me the clip. It was me. Same hoodie, same hair, just standing, still. Didn't knock, didn't move, just stared at his door like I was waiting. I watched that clip like 5 times. I never left my room. That night, I deleted TikTok, turned off my phone, even unplugged my Alexa. I didn't want anything connected to anything. I buried my phone under my pillow and finally, around 3 a.m., passed out. At exactly 3:33 a.m., my pillow lit up. My turned off phone was glowing. Incoming FaceTime. The caller ID, my name, my face. I didn't answer, I just watched. The screen glitched and I saw myself again. Pale, eyes too wide, mouth still stitched. But this time, I was smiling. And behind me, something moved. A shadow. It stepped closer and closer. And then the screen went black. Now I don't know who I am. I mean, I know I'm me. I remember things. I go to class. I walk my dog. But sometimes my camera roll deletes photos I don't remember taking. My own voice sounds different in recordings, and Mason doesn't talk to me anymore. The last thing he said to me was, whatever you FaceTimed me that night, it wasn't you. I laughed it off. Said he was being dramatic, trying to convince myself that all this is just a glitch. But last night, I caught my reflection smiling at me when I wasn't. So if you're thinking of trying the 3:33 a.m. FaceTime challenge, don't. Because once you invite something in, you can't always send it back.